So today we're going to be working on a chin rest. And what that looks like is kind of the start to cooperative care, or really anything you want it to be. Any sort of grooming, handling, that kind of thing. You can teach your puppy to look at their eyes, at their ears, and at their teeth, or really just teach them to hold still in that position. And all you start with is, you need some treats, you need your hand. You can also teach this as a stationary object, which we'll do a video on that later. But what you do to start with is you get them interested in what you have for a snack. He's got his collar and leash on just to practice those being on. But what you're going to do is you're going to start with having your hand be able to be presented. So he's a little fired up right now, but present hand, lure over, and then reward. Good boy. And what you're watching for is you want that kind of a little bit down, because you want him to put some pressure in your hand. So I feel his head pressure pretty well. So I'm gonna mark and reward that. So yes, good boy. So present hand, lure over, a little bit down, mark and reward that. And you're just gonna do this for a little bit. So you wanna present hand, lure over, yes. Yes. Good boy. Present hand. I'm just not going to give him attention for that. He's being a little fired up. Let's try again. Good boy. Nice job. Lure him into a sit. Good, yes, nice job. See how he's offering those behaviors, but I'm not really reacting to them? Then he's deciding that they're not really working out in his advantage. And so he's calming back down again. Yes, good boy. And so that time I didn't have to lure him. He kind of did it on his own. Yes, good boy. Good job. Because he's been rewarded for putting his head in my hand. So he's choosing to do that on his own because that's what has gotten him reward in the past. Good boy. And I don't want to do it for too long. He's a 10-week-old puppy. His attention span isn't that great. So we're going to take breaks and do some play in between teaching this. And then we'll come back and show you the next step. This is a week later. We're going to do some kind of continuation of the chin rest. And notice that when my hand is going out, I'm not moving it all over the place for the dog. I'm just sticking it out there and waiting for him to come to me rather than me going to him and going under his chin, right? I still want him to make that decision of going into my hand. And look, he's doing it right now. He has a little bit of duration to it. And so how you can build some duration is by rewarding more frequently when he's in that position. We're going to hesitate and feed again and then release that hand. And you want to make it so that he stays in that position for as long as your hand is there. With really, really young puppies, it's hard for them to kind of be there. So I have it kind of like under, but he's still eating. Good boy. So I'm just doing it for 2 treat repetitions. Good. Remember, present hand. As soon as he gives you that pressure, we're going to reward a few times. Good boy. We like to practice it in the different positions too, right? We want to do the sit, we want to do the down. Present hand. Yes, good boy. What we're going to offer. Good. Reward. 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 And then try to remove so that we are removing the hand instead of him removing his head from the hand. Good. Once you get this duration, you can start adding in the second hand and other touching to this, but you want to work on building a lot of duration with this first, like any other behaviors. Good boy.